All right, guys, today we have TTCF, that's Tattooed Chef Inc. We have the weekly chart pulled up here. All right, I just want to go over a couple things real quick. So right now we are having what is called hidden bullish divergence. Okay, I've got it marked out here with all of these arrows. I'll go over that real quick. So right here, basically what hidden bullish divergence is when the price action of the stock you're looking at is making higher lows. So here we have a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and a higher low. Okay, but the RSI is giving lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. At each point the stock has made a higher low. Okay, so that's what's called hidden bullish divergence. Okay, when the stock is making higher lows and the RSI is making lower lows. Okay, I have this trend line right here just to show you guys what happened initially, why this thing fell from 28 all the way down to 14. It fell 50% very quickly, is because it had what's called bearish divergence on the RSI. Okay, so you can look here at this point. The stock made its highest high at the time. It went up to 13.19. Okay, the RSI was showing extremely overbought signals. Okay, so it's overbought here, but it still rallies more and makes another higher high. Okay, this time at almost $20. Well, the RSI made a lower high. Okay, and then up here we have our next high, 28.64, and the RSI has again made a lower high. So that is what's called bearish divergence. Okay, and that's what caused this to tank, or that was an indicator that a trader or someone looking at the stocks could have used to say, okay, this thing does not look good. It just made this new higher high. It's made 3 higher highs, and the RSI is just making nothing but lower low or lower highs. So that would have been an indicator to you, like, okay, maybe it's time to get out now, because we've got this bearish divergence on the RSI. Okay, but with that being said, we currently have hidden bullish divergence. Okay, which I already went over. We have the 50 simple day or the 50-day simple moving average right here, and the 100-day simple moving average right here. But we haven't tested really this as a support except one time here, and it worked, and it held as support. So we're back trading above. We're currently battling the 50 SMA as resistance. Okay. Now we also have a pattern known as a symmetrical triangle right here. Okay, and this can be a bullish or a bearish pattern. Typically, what people do to figure out if it's going to be bullish or bearish is they look at the trend that the stock made going into the pattern. So going into this pattern, the stock was bullish. It was on a bullish run. It ran up from 10 to 13. So I had a nice rally, and now we have this pattern. So you could be looking for it to, if it breaks out above, okay, none of these are considered a breakout. All right, these are wicks. All right, what you need is the candle to open and close above this trend line. Okay, as you can see here, it stopped right above, right here. It tried to come up, came back down, didn't work, closed here. Okay, so we haven't been able to really surpass this trend line here, and we also haven't broken this downtrend line here. So the stock can go either way. All right, I just want everyone to be fully aware of that. So what I'm looking for in the next following weeks or month is for us to reclaim the 50 SMA as a support level instead of resistance. So we'll have to start trading above this and then break out of this trend line. So once we see a candle open and close above, and the following candle opens and closes above as well, then that would be our confirmation of a breakout. Okay. Now, with that being said, a symmetrical triangle, it could be either or. It could go bearish or bullish. It does not always have to do that. So if we start to break below here, okay, below this trend line, what I would look at loading up some shares in this buy zone here. I have highlighted as an oval. Okay, If you can start to accumulate shares, anything below 18 to 13, those are good long-term holds. You may have to hold it a year. You may have to hold it 2 years. You may have to hold it 6 months. It may take 6 months for it to bounce from 13 and go all the way back up to 28. You never know what the stock market is going to do. Okay, because clearly, let's see how many days this was. It went from last time it went from 13 to 18. It was 56 days. So not even a full 2 months. Okay, guys. So that's what I'm looking for. All right. So I'm looking for a confirmation of a breakout above this trend line to show a bullish pattern that would help us. That is also being helped out by our hidden bullish divergence. So I'm bullish on this stock overall. I'm going to be waiting for a breakout, and once I see a breakout above this, I'll be entering some call options on it for sure. And if we start to trade below here, and we break out below this trend line, I'm going to start accumulating shares slowly. So let's say you have $1,000, right, that you want to invest into TTCF. All right. Do not spend all 1,000 as soon as it breaks below this trend line here. And you're like, oh, well, I got it at 1765. Okay. Well, are you going to be prepared mentally if it continues dropping down to 16? If it continues dropping down to 13? Are you going to be freaking out? Are you going to be panicking? Are you going to be hating yourself because, oh no, I worked so hard to get this $1,000 and now I'm down 20% on it. What's going on? No, spend $100. You can buy, if you want to invest 1,000, start accumulating with $100. Once we get below here, we come here, we anywhere in here, just start accumulating, because I don't see it going much lower than this. Okay, 16 has been a super strong support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times basically since August of last year. So for a year, 16 has been a highly strong support level. But if we do start to trade below there, I believe our bottom would be 13.19. Okay, now that's not perfect. Everybody always tries to call the bottom, and everybody wants to buy everything at the bottom. Okay, I just mean that I see this as a super strong support level if we do break these levels here. Okay, so these are my bearish price targets on it. All right, aka meaning like we're bearish in these territories. All right. Above these territories, we're more neutral, okay? And then this is our weekly breakout zone. And once we start to trade above here, we're going to be in bullish territory, and we can look for our first bullish price target at 27.8, and then our second bullish price target at 30.3. All right. So that's where we're at. Look for this to start bouncing, trading above this, okay? And once you have confirmation, then you can start entering some plays. You could either enter some call options, or you could just buy shares and try to ride the momentum up to these bullish price targets. Or if we break below, I would look to start accumulating some shares in this buy zone I have right here highlighted from 18 to 13, okay? So that's it for today. Just wanted to go over ticker symbol TTCF. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.